My homework last night was to read and listen to as many analysts as I possibly could. You can probably imagine there was many different opinions. Of course, that is a given. But I'll give you my overview. And then Tesla is almost a metaphor for what has happened and is about to happen. I'll start with that. This is Randy Kirk. If you like this morning show, this would be a good time to hit like. You could hit subscribe. You could hit notify. I don't have a clue what's going to come this week. I've thought about it a little bit, but I promise you there'll be good shows. And then, of course, Patreon, that would always be good if you would be interested in participating and helping to produce this show. All right, Tesla has swung from about $100, 101, to $300. That was a 200% increase in half a year, followed by a 40% drop. Now, where can you put your money that you would have had a 115% increase at the end of 8 months? Well, can't do it. And when that increase comes at a time when top economists are predicting recession in every headline, and the Fed is increasing rates like crazy, and the second largest economy in the world is imploding, and the rating services are declaring the US credit and the banks are not doing great, you have to be gleeful to have a 115% increase. Now, you probably didn't buy it 101, but even if you bought it 120 or 130 or 150 or 165 or 180, 215 would be great, right? You're just sad because maybe you bought it 265. We all have short memories. We bought at 265, we're sad at 215. It's time to change course, fix the economy, yell and scream. But wait, only 2 months ago, Elon was a hero again because we were at 300. Then there was a bad earnings call. That was the reason, right? Oh, yeah. And then more price cuts. And sorry, Tesla just swings more than others. Higher highs, lower lows, but they all swung. Certainly the Magnificent Seven swung. And all the Mag 7 stocks are down between just under 10% and up to 14% over the last month of 6 weeks. But they had crazy increases also prior to that. Okay, so what now? Number one, there's no recession. We're not going to have a recession. Some people say it'll be fourth quarter. Some people say first quarter. Some people say second quarter. No recession. Can't happen. Productivity is going to be huge. Plenty of cash everywhere. Businesses have cash, consumers have cash, everybody has cash, full employment, wages increasing, no recession. I don't know how to say it any differently. No inflation. Now, I will tell you, true inflation is at 2.69 this morning, which is way up above the 2.15 that they were earlier. This is almost 100% due to oil rippling through the economy and also owned dwellings prices up. But I told you that house prices for owned dwellings would be up. And that's got to be taken into consideration, but rentals are way down, and the CPI hasn't taken fully into consideration that rentals are down or that owned dwellings were also down until just 2 months ago. So, and they're always, housing prices are generally, almost 100% of the time going to go up between April and September, October, and then start cooling off again in the winter. Okay, there's the food prices are up a little bit, not terrible, but I don't know of any other price other than the oil prices, gasoline, etc., being up. A week from Wednesday, we'll get the PCE, and I think that'll be somewhere near 2.5. Inflation is done. Stick a pin in it. Bonds are topping out. I'm not as sure about this, but I think the run is probably over. Bonds, there's money markets, 5.65 trillion. That was the number I didn't have for you yesterday. That's what's on the sidelines right now in the money markets. Those money market funds are very likely to start coming into bonds as people try to pick up this high number, this high interest rate, and at the same time take advantage of falling interest rates later, where the bond prices will go up and they'll make money on the underlying. Some of that money is also going to come back into equities, but that 5.65 trillion on the sidelines is a crazy number. Okay, oil has topped out at 84. I don't think it's going to be an issue. Do I know that for sure? Absolutely not. There is a little bit of pressure on supply right now. That's why it's at 82 something, around 82 this morning, or the last time I checked. But that's not going to be an issue, in my opinion. I don't think the Saudis want to kill the U.S. market. Housing season is almost over, so I don't think housing is going to be an issue. China. One story out from Market Watch this morning says that China's deflation is a blip. In other words, they had deflation for 1 month. So it doesn't mean that's a trend. I don't know. Don't know for sure. I do not have enough unique information about the China situation with regard to inflation, deflation to be able to give you any kind of analysis on that. However, if inflation is going to come back, even if at low numbers, that would be a story, because right now everybody bought the deflation story. I mean, everybody. A correction from an episode yesterday. I said auto loan delinquencies were not a problem. Apparently, they are starting to become a problem. They are currently at 2008 levels. But also, apparently, from everything I can tell, there's no panic about this yet. Overnight news on Tesla. The anticipation around Highland and Cybertruck is like a Raiders-Steelers Super Bowl. Surely it's just in our community. The rest of the world doesn't know or care. But it's true, and it is interesting. And hopefully we're going to have some real news someday soon, about both the Highland and the Cybertruck. I'd like to, I obviously like to see what's going to happen next on both of those. Now, this was important this morning, although I think Tesla would still be up without it. Baird analyst Kallo said price cuts and their impact on margins will drive the narrative for the electric vehicle maker in the second half. Potential upcoming catalysts for the stock include, Cybertruck launch, a wider scale adoption of FSD, continued growth in the energy business, expanding into new markets, and a possible AI day, among others. He doesn't mention Highland. Kallo wrote in a note to clients, the analyst has an outperform rating on the stock, the equivalent of a buy, and a 300 price target is reconfirmed. So there you go. The stock, a lot of people would say right now that Tesla is up 6 points because of this analysis. I think Tesla is up this morning because the market is up and because it had bottomed out at 216, 217, as I had said many, many times. Yes, I did say that I thought it wouldn't get below, please, I'm sure you'll remind me in the comments. Yeah, I didn't think it'd go below 245. I didn't think it'd go below 235. I did say that I thought 217, 216 was the absolute bottom, although I even caveated and said it could go to 200, but I didn't think so. Anyway, those are always going to be estimates based on what the overall market's doing, and you can't predict the news. All right. Here's an odd statement from Dan Ives, of all people. This is one of the most important earnings weeks of the year, with the godfather of AI, CEO Jensen Huang, and Nvidia reporting its highly anticipated earnings on Wednesday after the bell. We expect a bullish outlook from Nvidia that speaks to unprecedented AI demand in the field. I don't think any of that's true. I don't think it's one of the most important earnings weeks of the year, although I think Nvidia will be controlling. I don't think that Jensen Huang is the godfather of AI by a long shot, and I do think that it will be a bullish outlook. But there are people that are worried that the expectations are too high and that it will not meet expectations. Anyway, I just thought that was I thought I should report it. Okay. I'm not sure what to make of it, so I would love to hear what you think. Do you agree or disagree with what he said there? Elon posted this on X yesterday. Of course, I'm an optimist, and Elon posted, he says, most don't understand that the Tesla Optimus robot is not so much about the hardware as it is about FSD, and that makes it a future money-making machine the world has yet to see. The total addressable market for Optimus is mind-boggling. And then he added, the hardware is actually extremely difficult. So, yeah, okay, if you say so, Elon. Some of my robot experts don't think the hardware is the issue, and saying it as an afterthought kind of makes me think not so much. But okay, I'll take you at your word. Okay, so the market and Tesla are both up nicely. The 10-year breaking through 4.3. I did not expect the 10-year to break through 4.3. I'm believing that the 10-year is done. In other words, the sell-off in the 10-year is done, and we will start to see yields coming down. We'll see what happens with that. Let's take a look at where the market is now. We have Tesla up 9 at this point. That is surprising me. The market in general is up and going up. The Dow, when I say that, the Nasdaq and the S&P, the Dow is actually down now, which is a little bit surprising. Seems like anyway, this has been true all year, but I think what's happening is you can see all the Magnificent Seven are up. All of the Cathie Woods, well, the Cathie Woods are mixed. But Tesla up very strongly. Again, what happens is when the market goes up, Tesla goes up way more. I just explained all that. So, but I think you already knew it. I think you're already aware. You guys are a smart crowd. Let's take a look at the rest of them now. What we got here, we've got the crypto was under 26. That was kind of surprising. Now slightly back above 26. The dollar has dipped a little bit this morning. Gold is around its lows, 1920. We've got oil at 82. I am hoping that it holds at 82. I do not want oil to go above 84. That is my max. 82 is where I'm hoping it holds and goes down from here. And we've got bonds at 4.324. That is not a happy point. And let's take a look at the 2-year. The 2-year is up also this morning, but not crossing the 5% threshold. And the 2-month has also not crossed over the 5.5. The inversion continues. We'd like to see that inversion begin to uninvert, but where it was starting in that direction earlier, not so much anymore. Okay. Hopefully you've enjoyed and gotten value from this morning's content. Please hit like if that's true. Please go to the link below and join Patreon if that's true. $5 a month. And of course, you get 7 days free just to try it out, and a free book if you do join at the $5 level, and 2 free books, audiobooks, if you join at the $10 level. Both of those are audiobooks. That's what you get for free. All right. What have I got left? Nothing else, I don't think. Hit subscribe and notify. I guess that's it. I feel like I want to spend some more time with you, but I think I finished everything this morning. So it's been great talking to you.